You are listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Learning never stops in Math Eskwela, your school on air.
Your partner in achieving fun learning experiences. Let's listen, enjoy, and have fun in learning mathematics. Stay tuned.
Great day, Grade 8 learners! We are up again for another exciting and thrilling lesson in Grade 8 Mathematics. This is your school on the air for Math Eskwela sa Isabela. We are happy to be with you through radio-based instruction. I am Sir Jeremy Tamayo Hilbaliga, your mathematics teacher for today. Buckle up for another fun learning. As we start our lesson, make sure that you're comfortably seated. You can clearly hear this broadcast and that you have with you your pen, paper, and learning materials. Anyway, are you feeling good today? Good to hear that you're feeling good today, and it makes me feel good as well. That makes me believe that you're ready for our lesson today. For this episode, we are going to discuss illustrating linear equations in two variables. After going through this episode, you are expected to define linear equation in two variables. Determine the value of a, b, and c in ax plus by is equal to c. Evaluate linear equations in two variables. Determine other real-life situations that can be modeled using linear equations in two variables. And model real-life situations using linear equations in two variables. Prepare also your extra sheet of papers so you could take down notes and perform alongside with me the different activities that I had prepared for you today. Are you ready? Very good! Before the discussion of the topic, let us have a short review of our previous lesson. What was our topic again? That's right! We discussed the rectangular coordinate system. Do you know what a rectangular coordinate system and how to use it? Very good. It is a system named after René Descartes and is composed of two perpendicular number lines. What do we call these two number lines? Absolutely. We call the horizontal line the x-axis and the vertical line as the y-axis. What do we call the point of intersection of the two lines? Nice! We call it the point of origin. What do we call the four regions made by the intersection of x and y axis? Brilliant! We call it quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how are we going to locate the point in a Cartesian plane? Exactly! By using the coordinates and identifying whether it is placed in any of the four quadrants. Did you all now understand our previous lesson? That's awesome, class! For this lesson, first, let's study this given problem. Listen well, okay? Anna and Peter combined scores in an exam is 19. Can we write this algebraically? Is it possible to find their individual score? I'll repeat. Anna and Peter's combined scores in an exam is 19. Can we write this algebraically? Or is it possible to find their individual score? Problems like this one can be solved and modeled using linear equations in two variables. Finding their individual scores can be confusing, but as long as one score is given, you can find the other score. We will have more of this problem later. Before we continue, I have to ask you a question. Can you still remember the different properties about real numbers? That's great, because you're gonna need that knowledge for our discussion today. To remind you about it, the properties of real numbers includes additive inverse property. The additive inverse, or the opposite sign of the negative of a number a, is the number that when you add to a yields 0. In symbol, a plus negative a is equal to 0. Next, we have the additive identity property. It states that the sum of any number and 0 is a given number. 0 is the additive identity. In symbol, a plus 0 is equal to a. Another, we have the multiplicative inverse property. The multiplicative inverse property, or the reciprocal of a number a, is 1 over a that, when multiplied to a, the product is 1. In symbol, a times 1 over a is equal to 1. Next is the multiplicative identity property. States that the product of any number and 1 is the given number. A times 1 is equal to a. 1 is the multiplicative identity. And the last one is the commutative property of addition. The order of the addends does not affect the sum. In symbol, a plus b is equal to b plus a. It's good that you're still familiar with those properties. Consider the situation about Anna and Peter's combined score. If the combined score of Anna and Peter is 19, then it can be represented by the individual score of Anna and Peter. Take for instance, if Anna's score is 12, what is the score that Peter's got? Yes, it's 7. How about if Peter get a score of 9? What is then the score of Anna? Alright, it's 10. The combined score of Anna and Peter can be written as follows. Anna's score plus Peter's score is equal to 19. Replacing Anna's score by a variable x and Peter's score by a variable y, respectively, the equation becomes x plus y is equal to 19. This is an example of a linear equation in two variables. Remember class, that if a, b, and c are real numbers, and if a and b are both equal to 0, then ax plus by is equal to c is called a linear equation in two variables. The numbers a and b are the coefficients of variable x and y respectively, while the number c is the constant. The equation x plus y is equal to 19 is written in a standard form where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 19. So, when can we say that a linear equation is in its standard form? The standard form of a linear equation in two variables is written in the order ax plus by is equal to c. Now, consider this equation class. 4y is equal to 6 minus 5x. Can you consider the given equation as a linear equation in two variables? It is, class. The equation given is a linear equation in two variables. Why did we say so? First, it has two variables, x and y. Second, it has only one variable in each term. Third, the exponent of the variable in each term is 1, which means the degrees of the equation is 1. Fourth, there is no variable in the denominator. And lastly, there is no variable inside a radical sign. Remember those things, okay class? Alright! Although the equation 4y is equal to 6 minus 5x is not in standard form because it is not written in the form ax plus by is equal to c, but this can be transformed into standard form. Let's apply the additive inverse property. Thus, our equation will become 4y plus 5x is equal to 6 minus 5x plus 5x. Simplifying the equation and applying the additive inverse property will turn our equation into 4y plus 5x is equal to 6. Next, we need to arrange the terms in the equation. That will give us 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. Therefore, 5x plus 4y is equal to 6 is now written in standard form where a is equal to 5, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 6. Are you still there, class? You are. Let's continue. A linear equation in two variables have many sets of ordered pairs that satisfies the equation. This time, we will find possible values of x and y that will satisfy the equation 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. What do you think are the values of x and y? We are going to find at least two ordered pairs that satisfies the equation 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. To do this, we will assign any value of x, substitute it to the equation to solve for the value of y. If x is equal to 0, then, by substitution, we have the equation in the form 5 times 0 plus 4y is equal to 6. Then, we have to simplify the equation. That will give us 4y is equal to 6. Applying multiplicative inverse property will determine the value of y, which is 6 over 4. Is 6 over 4 the final answer? That's right. We can still simplify 6 over 4 by getting the lowest term. That will give us 3 over 2, or y is equal to 3 over 2. Thus, the ordered pair 0 and 3 over 2 satisfies the equation 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. How about if x is equal to negative 1? What is the value of y? Okay, so we have to substitute negative 1 to our equation 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. There, our equation will turn into 5 times negative 1 plus 4y is equal to 6. What is our next step? Right, we have to simplify the equation. So we have negative 5 plus 4y is equal to 6. Did you get it? That's great. Let's continue. Now, we have to transpose negative 5 to the other side of the equation. How are we going to do that? Yes, by applying additive inverse property, which will turn our equation into 4y is equal to 6 plus 5. Simplifying that will give us 4y is equal to 11. Can you still follow? Awesome! So what are we gonna do next? By applying multiplicative inverse property, we have to cancel out the numerical coefficient of 4y, thus giving the equation y is equal to 11 over 4. Can we simplify 11 over 4? We can no longer simplify 11 over 4, for it is already in its lowest term. Therefore, class, the ordered pair negative 1 and 11 over 4 satisfies the equation 5x plus 4y is equal to 6. So class, were you able to follow the steps? That's great! I know that you will be able to apply those learnings in your everyday life. Before we proceed to the next part of our lesson today, let us have a recap of our discussion. Now class, how do we know if an equation is a linear equation in two variables? Alright, these are the things to remember in identifying linear equation in two variables. First, it has two variables. Next, there's no more than one variable in each term. Third, the exponent of the variable in each term is 1 or the degree of the equation is 1. Next, there's no variable in the denominator. Lastly, there is no variable inside a radical sign. Can you describe the standard form of a linear equation in two variables? Great! The standard form of a linear equation in two variables is written in ordered ax plus by is equal to c. Looks like you are ready to take your quiz. I hope that you had a good time going over this episode. For you to determine how much you've learned, please answer the following questions by choosing the letter of the best answer. Are you ready? I'll repeat. For you to determine how much you've learned, please answer the questions by choosing the letter of the best answer. Alright, for number 1. Which of the following is a linear equation in two variables? I'll repeat. Which of the following is a linear equation in two variables? Letter A, x minus 1 over y is equal to 5. B, square root of x minus 2y is equal to 7. Letter C, x plus 6y raised to 3 is equal to 9. Or letter D, 3x plus the square root of 5y is equal to 2. I'll repeat the choices. A, x minus 1 over y is equal to 5. B, square root of x minus 2y is equal to 7. Letter C, x plus 6y raised to 3 is equal to 9. Or D, 3x plus the square root of 5y is equal to 2. Next, number 2. Which of the following linear equation in two variables is written in a standard form? Again for number 2, which of the following linear equations in two variables is written in standard form? A, 2y is equal to 3x minus 4. Letter B, 5x is equal to 7 minus 4y. C, x minus y is equal to 11. Or D, 6x minus 8y plus 7 is equal to 0. We'll repeat the choices. A, 2y is equal to 3x minus 4. Letter B, 5x is equal to 7 minus 4y. Letter C, x minus y is equal to 11. And letter D, 6x minus 8y plus 7 is equal to 0. Let's proceed to number 3. Given the equation 13 minus 7y is equal to 4x, what is the value of the coefficient A? I'll repeat. Given the equation 13 minus 7y is equal to 4x, what is the value of the coefficient A? A, negative 7. B, negative 4. C, 4. Or letter D, 13. Let's repeat the choices. A, negative 7. B, negative 4. Letter C, 4. Or letter D, 13. Number 4. What will be the value of B in the equation 3x plus by is equal to 15 if x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3? I'll repeat for number 4. What will be the value of B in the equation 3x minus by is equal to 15 if x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3? A, negative 9. B. Negative 1, C. Positive 1, or letter D. Positive 9? I'll repeat. A is negative 9, B. Negative 1, letter C. Positive 1, or letter D. Positive 9? And for the last item, number 5. In the equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, when y is equal to 1, which would be the corresponding value of x? I'll repeat. In the equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, when y is equal to 1, which would be the corresponding value of x? A. Negative 2, B. 0, C. Positive 2, or letter D. Positive 4? Again, A. Negative 2, B. 0, C. 2, or letter D. Positive 4? Alright, that ends our quiz today. I hope that you answered them all correctly. We will now reveal the correct answer. So hold on, class.
Halina't matuto, gamit ang ating radyo. Pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Have you answered them all? Very good. Okay, class, are you ready to find out what are the correct answers? I know that you're all excited. Let's see how many points you got. For number 1, what is the correct answer? Very good. The correct answer is D. For number 2? Alright, it's C. How about number 3? That's it. It's C. Let's proceed to number 4. Your answer? The answer is B. How about for our last item? C is the correct answer. And those are the answers for your quiz. Congratulations, everyone! I know that you got a high score. Keep it up until the next quiz. If you have any queries, you can send your questions to your teachers to clarify everything. Just reach them out through mobile phones and other social media platforms. They are much willing to answer your questions. It has been another fruitful discussion, my dear grade 8 learners. For now, let's call it a day. On behalf of our scriptwriter for today's episode, yours truly, the SDO Isabela RBI production team, I am your radio teacher for today, Sir Jeremy Tamayo Hilbaliga, thanking you for listening. Don't forget to always stay at home and follow all the health protocols for your safety. Until the next episode, goodbye!
You are listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Learning never stops in Math Eskwela, your school on air.
Your partner in achieving fun learning experiences. Let's listen, enjoy, and have fun in learning mathematics. Stay tuned.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
tayo'y kinabukasan, ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Isa pusong pagkatuto ng matupad ang pangarap mo. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay bumabasa. Halina't matuto gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela, tayo ng lahat makinig. Halina't matuto gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na, tayo na, tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na, tayo na, tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Taho! Taho kayo dyan!
Di makatulog sa gabi sa kaiisip, damdamin ko'y mayroong lungkot hanggang sa panaginip.
Oh, Berto, di ka ba nakatulog kagabi?
Hindi nga ho, Kuya Pekto. Dala ho siguro ng lungkot ng pag-iisa dito sa bahay. Di ho kasi makalabas dahil sa COVID-19. Hay.
Berto, may 3 bagay na dapat kang tandaan para maiwasan ng lungkot sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Una, alamin ang dahilan ng iyong kalungkutan. Pangalawa, maaaring ipabatid ang iyong nararanasan sa mga taong malalapit sa iyo. Nariyan ang internet para makausap mo sila. At ang pangatlo, ilaan mo ang iyong oras sa mga bagay na ikaw ay magiging abala. Hindi lang pisikal na kalusugan ang mahalaga, Berto, pati pang kaisipan rin.
Tatandaan ko ho yan, Kuya Pekto. Maraming salamat sa payo.
Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.